So we definitely got a ton of just insane stuff currently happening to Senseonics stock again, literally being up an absolutely crazy almost 42% now after the pullbacks from the also massive more than 150% gaps we've seen pretty much right after the recoveries from the astonishing 1,500% jumps at the beginning of the year. And despite the about 2.5% drops we are experiencing right now from levels actually being at about the same level we were exactly after those massive gains about 2 months ago, we are still trading at nearly $4 again with some pretty dope catalysts, as well as news in regard to the partnership, especially with Essentia. So what we are going to do today is give you an updated insight into what is happening to Senseonics stock, as well as talk about some key fundamentals including recent earnings and the just mentioned things to break down exactly whether it is still a buy at the end. And as the analysis in the video is absolutely crucial to consider before buying the stock, make sure to stay tuned. But before we jump right in, just hit that subscribe button down below. And as we'll keep you updated on breaking news and awesome trading opportunities every single day, subscribing would not only help us, but also you. So there is really no excuse for not smashing the subscribe button, it's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you feel so. Alright, let's start talking about the stock. And just taking a look at the actual chart of Senseonics, you'll quickly notice one of the certainly most insane parts of the company, literally catapulting its popularity to make it one of the most mentioned producers of glucose monitoring systems, which we'll also take a deeper look at in a second, obviously being the massive gaps of more than 1,500% we mentioned in the beginning. But not as a ton of other meme stocks that also gapped up some comparable few hundred percentages around the same time. These initial gaps definitely were pretty much only the beginning, with the stock being up another 150% just a few weeks later, now even gapping up again to some similar levels above the $4 mark from the out of these second jumps, resulting pullbacks. To be able to gap up those insane amounts however, and this is also one of the mentioned key aspects in the beginning, which will be a topic later on, there was some major enthusiasm amongst investors needed again, sparked this time by one crucial factor. The highly anticipated partnership with Essentia, one of the leading players in the diabetes care market with the Switzerland-based company, bringing a ton of experience with distribution of blood glucose monitoring systems to Senseonics as well, while having an established presence in over 125 countries worldwide, with more than 10 million patients using their products. But as the new earnings report including revenue for the second quarter got released a few weeks ago, we're looking at almost $3.3 million when it comes to revenue again, with about $1 million coming directly from the United States and more than $2.3 million generated from international activities and sales exactly in those worldwide countries. So as total 2021 earnings are now estimated to fall between $12 million to $15 million, as well as considering the huge $200 million cash position with only about half of this in debt, we are looking at an awesome deal right now, despite income still being lower however than in pre-pandemic quarters. But despite this growth in the fundamentals, the tremendous gaps in price we saw recently and are still seeing right now are mostly caused by a completely different reason. Some enormous hype, especially amongst retail traders. And with the pretty perfect meme stock conditions we had before first breaking out and even still right now, with short interest being as high as 25%, Senseonics stock pretty much was or is equivalent to most meme stocks that had recently gapped up massively as well, enabling the short squeeze at the start of the year. And also considering the massive progress Senseonics made in commercializing its core product, the Eversense XL device, as well as the partnership with Essentia, a major competitor in the global diabetic care market, now also taking over the company's entire commercial operations, with plans to market the device all across Europe, opening up a huge new market with a lot of potential. As a result of this, as well as the recently reported profitability, Senseonics certainly has a very bright future ahead. Please also bear in mind the rapid growth in the current diabetic market, as well as the strong product line of Senseonics, possessing over some pretty unique features that will give them a significant competitive advantage over their competition right now. Alright, if you like this video and want to support our mission of providing free financial information here on YouTube, please ensure you're subscribed and definitely consider leaving a like. Thanks a lot and see you next time.